Hey, RetconRaider here, with special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Dragon Matrix 7, Mathew Smith, Revenant, Alois, Drakiith, Erie V23, Egg, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Pathfinder Through the Ashes, as today we continue exploring the wealthy part of town. See how the better half lives. But I suppose from what we're seeing so far, living might be a relative term. I'm sure we'll find someone in slightly better condition at some point. Let's check that tower up there. That's as good a place as any to start. But, just in case, let's take some basic precautions. Not that it made a difference. Hi, guys. On the bright side, this should be a pretty easy encounter. We'll hang back, wait for them to come to us. With any luck, we'll be just outside their move and attack range. Oof. Ow, right. Yeah, I should have moved the shieldman up front.
Don't hold back! I got this.
Sheesh, how many hit points do you have, dude? Alright, that wasn't too bad. Gotta remember those bullies are tougher than they look. Let's get that patched. Yeah, that'll do. Ooh, and some rope. Nice. Also a master at glaive, but as per usual, we don't have anyone set up to use that.
Let's strike from the shadows.
Alright, let's check the next chamber. Or not. Interesting. That is actually very interesting, because when we first came in, those cultists were kind of lounging near the door. We might actually have survivors, or maybe just something valuable in there. Let's try walking around the base of the tower down here, see if we can find another way up. We did see a couple of cultists down there, but we've still got a couple of fights in us. We should be able to take them. Okay, so another bully.
Here comes trouble.
This time we'll make sure we park our shieldmen up front. Double bully. A slight escalation. Where's my reach infusion? I see pushing infusion. Does reach work differently? Huh. Well, that's disappointing.
Damn you!
Well said, Aiden. Very succinct. We could drop a grace on these guys, but that feels like a bit of a waste. Weaker cultist. Oh, shoot. Well, that's unfortunate. Get out of here. Shoo, scan. Not you, Layla. You're fine. Fall back. Oh, for goodness sake. All right. The battle line is shifting. That's one. Excuse me a moment. Nice.
Are you still here?
He is. He is still here. It's almost laughable. And that's two. Sort of. Dilettante down. Stay down.
Strike!
And we're good. Nice and painless. For us. I mean, not them. Gotta remember to use these scrolls. And that wand. It's just tricky trying to decide exactly when to use them.
It's done.
Shards of broken glass glitter in the empty windows of the ransacked building. A shield has been nailed to the door, a sign that this house has been claimed by a particular gang, and that other looters should keep out. Well, why can't I go in there? I would like to meet this gang, and perhaps relieve them of their loot. It's wrong when people steal, but it's fine if I take it from thieves. I did notice there's an achievement for knocking on doors. We'll have to keep an eye out. Oh, hey, look at that. Yes, that is how we get to the other side of the tower. And lucky us, we just found a rope. Oh, hello there. And hello there. Well, we will just worry about that in a moment. Let's not get distracted from our real prize here. On the Art of Siege. There's also an achievement for reading all of these, so let's give it a gander. A treatise by the highborn and powerful ruler, His Excellency, the esteemed Count Bartolo Mazinus. West Crown Royal Publishing, approved by the censors of Cheliax. Below is a red stamp that reads, Banned by the censors of Mendev. From time to time we see some politician unacquainted with warfare, but driven by false humanity, propose an absurd thought. That wars are somehow supposed to be fought in the open field, away from cities, and only between professional armies, so as to avoid casualties among so-called non-combatants, even if they are on the side of the enemy. The supporters of this ludicrous belief must be mistaking war for a tourney, where fighters clash in mock battles, their swords clanging against shields, as they avoid striking at the stomach or the head, for fear of inadvertently delivering a mortal blow. In other words, achieving what would be their goal in real combat. Unlike mock fights, real war is a continuation of politics that utilizes force with the purpose of establishing the dominion of one group of people over another. And since power is the origin point of all morality, it goes without saying that no moral standards that may be customary in everyday life can impose limitations on power struggles. For the victor will be the one who determines those same standards. When one wants to catch fish, one goes to the river, and when one wants to hunt game, one goes to the forest, the natural habitat of one's prey, where it feeds, breeds, and rests. So if the prey is a human being, where else is one to go if not to the city? The city is where laws are passed, deals are made, treatises are written, and songs are composed. While pursuing the goal of subjugating a hostile society, one must begin by attacking its cities, instead of wasting time maneuvering one army around another. Yeah, I can maybe see why Mendev banned this one, but it is very much in keeping with what we'd expect out of Cheliax. You know, somehow it just seems to lose its charm when it's not coming out of Regel's face. Moving on. More Bazaar. Bazaar and after. And yet, still no rainbow quartz. We've got Bazaar for days. It's the quartz that's holding us up. We also got that Master at crossbow, but I'm not sure who to give that to. I guess we could slap it on Sentry. There are a lot of cases where he might be better off just plunking away with crossbows as opposed to nickel and diming with cantrips.
I managed.
The Dead Knight was a captain, judging by the military honors he wears. His body is covered in wounds. It appears he fought until he bled out. Well, that is a shame. And no items for us to loot, for us to hold in his memory. A real shame. Alright, I guess that's it then. Let's go barrel through some cultists. Now these guys had a Vermec. Those things are bad news. Vermlek. Those barrels could roll quite far. Yes, I noticed that. Thank you. Thank you, Record. What would I do without you?
No one stands in our way.
I know I can help.
Alright, ready to roll. Let's do this.
The mission must be carried out.
Oh! And the Vermlet. Holy moly. Wow, we got way more mileage out of those barrels than I thought we would. That was incredible. Okay. Well, they've only got melee fighters left, so they have to come up the stairs at our fighters. I was actually prepared to drop a grease on the stairs, but now that feels completely unnecessary.
No time for standing around.
Oh. Crap. Okay, right. Oh, we were still stealth. That's why they didn't immediately attack us. Gotta say, the dice are really working with us today. Merry Christmas.
It's you or me.
Whoa. Hold on now. I call GM shenanigans on that. That actually reminds me of this time I went to Origins back in the 3.5 days, so like 15, 18 years ago. And I was sitting at a table with a really spoil sport GM that was not happy we were curb stomping his adventure.
You should have run!
And he just started making shoddy calls like that. Enemies melee attacking you from the bottom of 20-foot pits, or claiming you can only backstab an enemy if you get to the tip of its tail, stuff like that. Really, really goofy. I think that was the only time I ever actually asked for a refund on an event at a convention. As I recall, it wasn't even a volunteer GM or anything. I mean, some of them got too much into it or just weren't really suited to run events. You know, you can't be too picky when you're talking unpaid volunteers. But in that case, I think it was actually one of the writers for that particular product line.
You're not a threat. You're an obstacle.
Though, to be fair, back in the OGL days, pretty much anyone could become a published game writer. That didn't necessarily mean that they were big in the industry or anything. I think at one point, half the people in my old tabletop groups were trying to write things to submit under the OGL license. Also, we won. Yeah, conventions were fun back in the day, back when I could afford the time and money for them. But they were really a mixed bag. There were a lot of great people to meet. Gregory Kostakayan is a hoot, and also completely insane. But, you know, for every positive encounter, you had some negative. Some spoil sport at the gaming table, either GM or a fellow player. I remember another time I was actually playing in an event with my players, and the GM, one of the writers for the game, just straight up didn't seem to know, like, a shocking number of rules for the game he wrote for. Then I ended up having to intervene because the GM hit our group's most powerful mage and just straight up killed him by charming him and forcing him to drown himself during a fight with a siren. And, like, I kept trying to get a word in edgewise because elves in that version of D&D are almost completely immune to charm spells, and he had never even gotten so much as a savings throw. I finally got a chance to actually say something without him shushing me. And he was like, oh, that was a round ago, you know, you should have brought it up earlier, now it's too late. And I was like, whoa, hold on now. I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but this is a competitive event we paid to play in. And you just straight up killed my man's 11th level battle mage on a bad call. And, you know, ultimately he backed down because otherwise the alternative was for half of us to get up and leave the table at the semifinals. But he added in for us after that. I mean, it was a fun game overall, just kind of a sour experience at the end. That was kind of what eventually pushed me away from doing those sorts of big conventions. That plus con costs. Hey, and some rainbow quartz. Fantastic. We'll have Adira whip us up a potion of lesser restoration next time we're back at camp. And we do not have tools. Yeah, didn't think so. Oh.
I'll cut you!
Oh. Apparently we've got even more. But where? I'm just not seeing any obvious signs of where they might be hiding. All right, let's sit tight. Yeah, they could be coming from any direction, so we'll just hang tight until they make the approach. There we go.
It's you or me.
And another one. Okay, coming from the left. Oh, off to the side now. A little cheesy, but that gives us some idea of where they're coming from. Aha! Oh, hi. Wow, 3 more. What I don't get is, if there were so many, why didn't they open with a stink cloud? That would have absolutely destroyed us. Oh, my goodness. They are everywhere. They're coming out of the walls, man. Fall back.
No holding back.
Hold back. Ah, good. I was worried we might have to split someone off to save our backliners. Oh, right. We've got to remember we can do that. That 1 minute duration is rough, though.
I got this.
Hands off my friends!
Aw, Sindri. Are we friends now?
Don't hold back!
I don't remember agreeing to that. And we're done? Is there no one else? Is there no one else? Yeah, I think we're good. A truly dretched experience. But all things considered, not actually all that bad. No notable loot to speak of. Just the locked door. So we need to track down some tools. Alchemist. That is potential bad news, depending on what else we have back here. Okay, let's just try to bum rush him. We're obviously coming at him from a direction he wasn't expecting. Hopefully whatever mooks he's got with him are just the usual delay tactic cannon fodder. Charge denied? Well, we've still got surprise and initiative on him, so we should be okay. I hope the charge bug isn't back. That was a big problem back during the beta.
You're going down! Damn you!
Dog might have been superfluous.
Strike!
Doggo? What's going on? Okay, so the dog was absolutely superfluous. Also, Summon Monster 1 doesn't seem to be functioning properly. That's good to know. We're running into some bugs here that I thought they fixed ages ago. Another Vermlack. Let's see what we've got up top. If we can push something down on these guys, that'd be ideal. Man, we've barely done a quarter of this map.
One with the shadows.
I feel like we might be moving into an even more difficult zone now. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. But that's fine. Oh. Oh. That's a full-on Verm-like necrophage. That's right. Walk away. Oh, and an Abracandaloo Wrecker. We're just gonna ease our way back down those stairs, I think. We're doing okay against the rank-and-file cultists. I don't think we're ready for full-on demons just yet. Not until we can shake that doom and gloom modifier. Alright, okay. We've still got one grease on tap, so let's take these guys out. That'll be one last fight before we go rest. And that'll hopefully put us in much better shape for these tougher challenges. Shields up front. Nice. And that is also nice. Oh, we've got a caster. And he just opened up with a blind spell. That is nasty. Let's hang back for a sec. See what happens with the barbarian.
Away, brigand!
Yes. Dog pile. Okay. Come on, someone's got to make it through. Good enough. Just need someone on there to disrupt casting. Oh no. Well, that's just a once per day power, I think. So we're okay. Come on, come on. Yes, Grim. Thank you. Now we just need to get back out of the grease. Go back to plan A, which is just plinking these guys to death.
Good guys always win.
No holding back!
Barbarian's on us. Oh no. Yep, that went about as well as I thought it would. Run away. Acid arrow. No, go for a guaranteed hit. Sentry. I take back 30% of the negative things I've said about you.
I got this.
No, I thought you could only do that once. Everyone alive? Okay, die please. No, acid resistance.
No.
Damn you!
Yes, please, stay down. Grim, get out of the grease, start punching.
Are you still here?
Guys,
Good guys always win.
I'm gonna need more than that.
You're not a threat. You're an obstacle.
That'll do. Thank you. My goodness. I mean, look, I'll admit, rushing the wizard was probably a bad move, but when he hit us with that opening blind spell, I did panic a little. Those things are rough at low levels. But ultimately, I think the grease did more good than bad for us. I wish it had kept the Vermlake down more consistently, then we wouldn't have gotten double channeled, but honestly, like I said, I didn't think they could channel more than once per day. Oh, nope, not going that way. Actually, let's scout. Get a better idea of what we're up against when we come back later. Right, Alchemist. Gotcha. Maybe that's what the other Alchemist was for. He was like a redundant backup Alchemist to help once that fight got going. So we at least made that fight easier by taking him out in advance. Okay, so they're over there. Oh wait, let's creep a little closer, see if there's anyone else with them.
Let's see if I can sneak around.
Neophyte fighter. The bodies of the unfortunate were torn to pieces relatively recently. The mob that did this must be nearby. You don't say. Can't imagine where they've gotten to. It is truly a mystery. Let's go rest. Let's sell our vendor trash and then rest. Because if we can afford that potion of remove disease, that'll make resting a lot easier. Okay, so normally I would cut this part out, but since we're definitely sucking fumes right now, let's go ahead and include it. Let's see what we've got to work with. Well, that's already enough for the potion, but it would be nice if we could afford something else, too. Yeah, that's fine. We're not going to use that stuff anyway. Might as well get rid of it. So not even close to that +1 shield, which is the cheapest of our possible upgrades. Though we do have enough for the potion. I'm just not sure it'll actually work, because the dialogue explicitly mentions scrolls, not potions. Let's chat with Adira. I'm sorry, Anai. Adira is a completely different Owlcat game. But yeah, see, the dialogue specifically mentions scrolls, not potions. And that makes me a bit leery after that mix-up with the icy prison. Well, we can at least do a potion of restoration while we're here. Thank you. All right, give me a moment. Don't stand over my shoulder. This goes right here, just a little longer. There, all done, she said over the span of 2 hours. And I think she might actually be at stage 2 right now. So we have to at least try that potion. We'll set a save first. Potion seller, I need your finest potion. You know, I'm actually surprised the magistrate doesn't offer ropes or tools. Those would be handy too. Yes, that is fantastic. And I, drink this. It'll cure you. Ah, this slop has a kick to it. After quaffing the potion, she lets out a satisfied sigh. She is clearly feeling much better. Yes, that'll make things so much easier. Now we can actually save this stuff for our own guys. Though, sadly, now the corruption is upon us. Time to face the music. Wait, no, that is lower than it should be. Did we reduce our corruption when we held that funeral for the dead Crusaders? Huh. Looking around, it makes you want to weep. All these abandoned homes. Like tombstones. Well, while you're weeping, there'll be plenty of scumbags rubbing their hands. To them, these houses are chests full of loot. Free for the taking. What? Who would do such a thing? Oh. Good. No poison? I will accept that. Grim. Run away!
I got this.
Okay.
Let's hear you cry.
Point blank, please. Oh, and look at that. They even got some XP from that. I guess they forgot to blank out the XP gain from random encounters like that. A small silver lining on the perpetual storm cloud that is our tumultuous existence. Back to bed. Okay. Okay. Wait, is this just a safe zone? No, that doesn't make sense, because then we'd have no corruption. It must have reset our corruption to 0, and then this is what we gained from this rest. Right, okay. Okay, well, between that and resting until we were fully healed, apparently, we're in pretty good shape. Sadly, no more music buff from Langrat, but we did shed the debuff as well. So we are definitely ready to continue adventuring once I sort out our initial set of buffs. That said, we're just past time, so this feels like a good place to call it. We'll hit the pause button for now. I'll take full stock of our current condition. And we'll pick up here next time, as we knock out more cultists and work our way up to those demons. We are ending things on a high note today. I'm going to savor that while it lasts. because I'm sure it won't for long. See you next time. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, you can find out more about the game and its DLC by visiting the official website. And if you'd like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things, or maybe even check out the Patreon, the YouTube memberships, or the Nexus GG page. Links are in the description.
Hands off my friend!